Hello everybody and welcome back. My name is Kari and today I am doing basically a chat. Unlike most people, and specifically most booktubers that I watch anyway, I don't DNF books. And since I've mentioned this once or twice, and it does seem to be a very popular thing on Booktube to stop reading a book if you don't like it or if it's just so bad that you can't stand it, I decided that I would do a video where I explain why I don't DNF books. The long and the short of it is I just really don't like finishing things. The longer version starts with high school, basically. I've been reading since I learned how, essentially, and growing up I knew that my father had read a lot, so much. He read the dictionary for fun and then just kind of went from there, apparently. And I had heard him say once when I was younger that he had only ever not finished one book. So I decided that as little 12-year-old me, I was not going to not finish a book ever in my life. This meant that after high school, when I had, not finished a couple of books like Johnny Tremain or All the King's Men, I went back to those books and finished them. So I've now completely read Johnny Tremain and All the King's Men, which are the two that come to mind. What this also meant, that was when Twilight came out, I refused to read it, basically. I had no desire to read it. Sparkling vampires just didn't appeal to me. I'm more of a Dracula traditional vampire person. But it also meant that all of my friends who were in love with the series kept trying to get me to read it. And finally I said, okay, fine. You keep telling me that I cannot possibly put this book down once I've started it, so just watch. I don't know if this comes across in videos, probably not, but I am unbelievably stubborn, or so I've been told. And this is where it came out in many instances, when people tell me that I can't do something. So my friends kept saying, you have to read this book, the plot isn't great and the characters, kind of dull, but it's so addictive, you can't put it down once you pick it up. Being stubborn little me, I said, alright, I'm going to prove you wrong. I picked up Twilight, the first book. I read exactly halfway through when I was 17 years old, and I mean exactly, to the page. Put that book down, and I have not picked it up since in my life. It's been almost 10 years, and I have no intention of picking it up. It was not well written, it was not enjoyable for me at all, and I couldn't stand it. So I put it down, haven't touched it since. That said, I have decided, and kept to, my promise to myself to only ever not finish one book. And that promise came about because of Twilight. I really didn't want to not finish any book ever, but because of Twilight I decided that that could be my one book that I don't ever finish. To this day, it still is, and I've read quite a few books. So I'm holding pretty steady on having finished every single other book I've read, which I'm quite proud of, but that is why I don't DNF books. The long version of it is that I'm very proud of what I read, and I also just don't like not finishing a book. I want to know what happens in the end. I don't like skipping to the end, and then I just really want to be able to say, as sort of my crowning achievement, that I've finished every book I've ever read except one. It may seem a little strange, because it certainly seems a little strange to me, and it's my choice, but that is why I do not DNF books. I hope you liked this video, or at least found it somewhat enjoyable. If you did, give it a big thumbs up down below, and if you want to see more content like this, hit that subscribe button down below. As always, I will leave my Goodreads linked in case you want to check out all of the books I've finished. Twilight's not on there anywhere because, like I said, I haven't finished it, and also I didn't see the point of putting it on Goodreads because, again, I haven't finished it. So that is all I have to say about why I don't DNF books, but I will see you in my next video. Bye!